Hey guys, welcome back. Now, since 2015, I've pretty much run 170mm cranks. They came standard on my Mondraker June XR, and that was a shift from 175s down to 170. Felt a little strange, but you know, you get used to it, and turned out to be the best crank length, I suppose, for the time. Now, everybody seems to be changing from 170s to 165s, 160s, and all the rest. My e-bike has a 160, and I actually do love the feel of the e-bike and the way the stance is. So I decided to go 165 on my normal bike. Problem: the leverage. Now, the torque, you do notice a difference. So I'm going to try and put 165s with an oval chainring, see if the oval chainring will actually give you that extra little bit of torque back. And then you get all the benefits of course, the shorter cranks, less strikes, and a smoother cadence. So let's give it a go.
A few moments later.
So just to clarify, I have swapped between the two sets of cranks on numerous occasions, trying to get that, just to make sure that what I'm feeling is what I'm feeling, and it's not just like me not being used to the cranks. You know, I've had these on for a good few weeks now, and I do feel that little lacking torque. So I think this hopefully it'll make the difference. So this is the chainring I'm going to use. Here you go, details there. So Works Components make some really nice stuff. So well worth checking out. 32 oval. So they say it gives you the power of 34 on the speed and a climbing ability of a 30. I'm not sure of all that, but look, we'll like I say, we'll give it a go. There you go. It's on. Looks quite good. Shame the cranks aren't black. Would have been lovely, but can't have everything. Right, let's get them onto the bike. For anybody that has GX cranks like this and struggle to get them off, the bolt can get very tight. I'll leave a link in the description below for a video I've got for a hack to actually get them off quite easily. So take a look at that if you're struggling. Now, one thing just to be mindful of course, the nature of the oval, obviously it's wider one side, narrower than the other, is just your frame clearance here. Just make sure that when you put the chainring on, you've got enough clearance down the side, so you can get that in there. There's plenty on this one. So there it is, it's on, looks good. Sorry about the state of the shed. You can see around here, there are bits and pieces everywhere. I have a camper van build going on, so I have all this stuff over here for the camper van. I have a motorcycle build going on. It's an old Veloset, 1950s Veloset, which I'm working on, which is actually breaking my heart. So if you can give me any help with that, leave some comments in the comment section below. That'd be very much appreciated. It's yeah, but for now we'll concentrate on this guy. So the first thing you notice straight off the bat is just how smooth the pedal strokes are. You get a smoother arc with the shorter cranks, obviously, and the oval just seems to level everything out. So it's a positive so far. Let's see how we get on the steeper climbs. We have some nice steep switchbacks coming up. See if I can keep the front wheel down. That was the problem with the 170 cranks. When you get to steep stuff, you seem to be, how would I say, on the downstroke, you'd pop the front wheel a bit. So hopefully this will smooth it out. We'll see, it's coming up. Just a steep little bit here now. Yeah, straight up, no problem. Super smooth. Yeah, that was quite effortless. Fair play, I enjoyed that. Some tight bits again. Yeah, simple enough. No pop at the front wheel. Again. Yeah, super smooth. Very impressed. Whoa! Let me slip down. One important thing to note is you will need to adjust your saddle height. When you fit shorter cranks, your leg doesn't go down as far, so if you want optimal pedal stroke, the saddle will need to come up. Within that creates another problem. Raising your saddle means it won't go down as far when you drop the lever, so if you're saddle height sensitive on descents, this might be a little bit of a problem. I had to change my 170 dropper to a 200 just because of this issue, but let's be honest, who doesn't like new parts anyway?
Yeah, boy.
One other change I made was to bring my stem up by 5mm just to balance between the saddle height and stem height, and this puts me in a better pedaling position. Now I have everything dialed, my whole bike has been transformed. Descending feels much better on the shorter cranks. You just feel a little bit more planted and in control. Plus you have the added bonus of extra crank clearance up and down the trail. I suppose the main question is, does it actually work? But for me it's a resounding yes. Really like it. It's been 6 months now and I really can't complain. As mentioned earlier, I actually struggled with the shorter cranks, but this seems to bring the balance between spinning and torque right back. So if you're struggling with the output of shorter cranks, then the oval might just be the thing for you. It might not suit everybody, but it definitely works for me. We'll see you on the next one.